So behind me is our 2004 LT46 Volkswagen, which for the first few years of ownership we actually used as a horse truck. And we used to cart our racehorses from Burpengary down to Deagon every morning for track work and then back, and the occasional race during the week or the weekend. So since we stopped training our horses, what we did was we decided to keep the truck itself and convert it into a bit of a campervan motorhome type structure. So the problem we've now got is that we went away on the weekend, had a lovely weekend out at Toogoolawah. When we came back, we thought while we had everything in it, we'd drive it through the actual weigh stations, which is just about a K from the house here. And we're a little bit shocked to find that we're a few hundred kilos over what our allowable weight limits are. So this video is reaching out to the community and saying, hey guys, we need some help and some ideas on how we reduce the weight. I'm sure there's enough experts out there in YouTube world that are going to be able to guide us. So what I want to walk through is a few things and a few ideas that I have, and then maybe you guys can leave some comments below and add to those ideas on how we can further reduce the weight. So let's kick off. I'm going to head into the van itself, and I'll take a little video of the first project, which will be the bed. And I have the raising bed in there, which we'll talk about, and then we'll go around the back and have a look at the deck itself and a tow bar and motorcycle carrier, and we'll go from there. Okay, so if we head up into the van itself in the back, you'll see that I've built a nice little kitchen area, a little bathroom there, which still has our firewood from the weekend in it. And then not much of that left, so it wouldn't have weighed much. But above the seating area at the back, you'll see there's the door that goes out onto the rear deck. Now, I don't think there's much I can do to this area, but above the seating area raised up there, and I'll lift the camera up so we can see it, is the elevator bed. Now, what I've done is I've put that on 4 actuaries, and there's one on each corner, and it works from a little switch here. So literally just a little toggle switch that I can down and up. It takes a little bit of time because they're built more for the weight than they are for the speed. So my idea there, and I'll flick a little add into this video, is pull this bed completely apart. Now, it's a queen size bed. It's a very, very comfortable mattress, so we don't want to lose the mattress itself. But I'm thinking that the frame itself could be a lot lighter. Excuse me, getting a bit cranky there, or croaky there in the voice. So you'll see underneath the bed I built the false ceiling. So when it's fully raised, it looks like the ceiling, and I would like to keep that. But the structure of the frame itself is 2x4s, and there's quite a lot of timber in that structure. And both that face plate are a sort of thicker, probably a 9mm ply, that I could probably go a lighter sheet as well on that face and on the rear side of the bed. So anyway, comments below on the thoughts on how I can improve the bed, and am I heading in the right direction with the classic sort of IKEA type hack where people use those particular parts. Let me know, and let's move to the back of the van and have a look at what we can do back there. Right, so here we are at the back of the van. Now there's a few things here I think I can reduce weight. The first thing you'll see is I've put this motorcycle carrier on, and I put it on when we first started the conversion a few years ago, and I have not used it once. So I don't know how much they weigh, but weigh it when it comes off. I've actually sold it. I'm taking it off. It's been put on Facebook Marketplace, and it's going later today. So I'll weigh it before we send it out, and that'll give us an idea of how much we saved there. Now the second thing back here is the door itself on the back. So this is the door in an upwards position, and give me a second, I'll bring it down and we'll start the video, and let's have a look at it in the down position. So here we are with the actual deck down. Now what you'll see there, I've put some stabilizer legs on the end of it, which we need to keep. That just gives the deck stability, especially when there's 2 people on it. Now at the moment it's got the false sort of grass on it, and it's got some very worn out, I mean, let's have a look if we can go in there, rubber from the old horse tracks and the old heavy duty ply that's starting to rot out. So My thinking with that, and once again guys, I'm going to ask for some comments below, is I'm going to pull all that apart. For the time being, I'll leave the actual structure itself, so the metal framing, because that gives us the support, but maybe some composite fiberglass panels can go on that, which will reduce the weight. If that doesn't work, hey, maybe we need to take the whole deck off the back and use some sort of fiberglass composite deck. Once again, not an expert in that area, so I'm reaching out to the community here, guys. What's your thoughts on that? And just to point out too, I'd like to try to keep that. It's a little table mount, and it does fit nicely when the deck's up in the top there. So when you're sitting out on the deck, you can have a nice little table, and I'll throw a video up of the weekend, or a little photo of the weekend where we were actually using that. So that's the next part. I think I can save some weight. What's your thoughts on that? Okay, so let's close off on and summarize what we've covered in that. Firstly, we went away on the weekend, came back, we weighed ourselves, we're a little overweight. Not something I want to do, especially if we get pulled over or we have an accident. Insurance is going to be voided. And I'm sure a few people out there in the community have been down the track and been in the same situation. So this video is reaching out to you guys. How do we reduce weight? We looked at 3 areas that I'm thinking. The bed itself, a heavy structure, rebuilding it to the IKEA type hack. I'd really like to keep it as the elevator bed rather than just making a bed up in that seating area every night. It's so nice just to be able to press a button and come up and down. And we do have the height where just under 6 foot I can stand up with the bed fully raised as well. So it does go up near the roof, and it's still very usable that way. So the second thing, obviously the motorbike one, that's a no-brainer. It's gone. Never carried it. I'm probably going to sell the motorbike anyway. And if we want, we could always put a little rack on and carry some of the lighter e-bikes on the back end later on. So, and the third thing is the tow bar. Should I be keeping that, or should I be getting rid of it? You know, do we want to tow a trailer if we're going away and want a few extra bits and pieces? Anyway, guys, I'd love your feedback. Leave me some comments below. And until next time, guys, stay safe out there.